Our next game is going to be against Crystal Palace. We're playing away from home and we're finally going to see our first Premier League game with Graham Potter. A lot has happened. We had 2 weeks training. Players have been doing good in international duties, like Kai Havertz scored a great goal. Mason Mount did quite good. We look like we will be having a good start. We're going to get into today by discussing the Chelsea lineup. Before we get started, welcome to Chelsea Plus. If you don't mind liking and subscribing, there's some good videos coming up today. Subscribe to be here first. Anyways, back to the video. And I'm just going to jump straight into it now. And I'm going to go straight to the goalkeeper position. And this one's a little bit of a weird one. Now, Edouard Mendy did leave his international duties earlier than expected because he did have an injury here. So there is a few question marks whether he will be playing. Personally, I would like Edouard Mendy to play over Kepa. But for this game, judging by how it's going, I think he may be injured, so I'm going to put Kepa in goal. I'm not quite sure who Graham Potter would prefer it once this all starts off. But with Kepa getting his game time, you never know, he might be able to get put in the first team lineup for a few games. But we're going to have to wait and see. Now, our defence, I feel like this is a little bit more easier, but there's a few question marks as well. Now, I do think Cucurella at the left centre-back role is cemented right now. I feel like he's the only player that knows what Graham Potter does. He looked very good against Dynamo, running up and down the pitch. And I really liked his new position under him. It allows us to play a bit more attacking, have one more player going forward, with Sterling having that license to, roam wherever he wants really. So Cucurella as a left centre back, I feel like that's very obvious. Thiago Silva, simply because he's been our best player. I mean, I personally do think it's time to give Thiago Silva some rest. But being off for 2 weeks, I know he's been playing for Brazil, but I do think Thiago Silva should start here. If not, Koulibaly should start in the centre-back position. And the right side for Fofana. I don't want to see Aspilicueta again. Fofana's my man here. Now in the midfield three, I've gone for Jorginho, Kovacic and Mason Mount. Now Jorginho, I feel like it's a little bit of an obvious one. From what I saw from Zakaria, he looked a little bit rusty. I don't see him playing any games. But there are some talks of Graham Potter training Trevor Chalobah to play in the number 6 role where Jorginho plays. So, you never know, Trevor Chalobah could be playing there and that would really excite me. I would love to see Trevor Chalobah in this position. So we're going to have to wait and see, but Jorginho is there for now. He can control the game against Crystal Palace, but him being by himself, with Kovacic helping out, it is going to be a little bit worrying, but he can control the game. So let's see what happens here. Mason Mount is very obvious. He's going to start. He's expected at this point. He's had a great game against England coming on. I know not all games he hasn't been looking too good, but he is playing underneath Southgate, so I don't really blame him. But Mason Mount is one of our better players, and he does get better over time. So I'd really like to see Mason Mount and Graham Potter to see what it's like. And he has a more free role now. He's not tactically bound. He gets a chance to do what Mason Mount likes to do. So I really want to see him here. And Kovacic, I feel like it's out of Kovacic and Kante. Kante is injured. Kovacic is not. Kovacic is a world-class player. Kovacic is my man. And our wing-backs, I'm going to copy exactly what we had last game with Graham Potter, Reece James and Raheem Sterling. Now, I just feel like these two in the wing positions are perfect. Reece James allows us to play a kind of makeshift back four system where he can go back or forward as he wishes. And Sterling has the free-run position to do as he wishes. We don't have to be symmetrical here, we just need to put the players in their best positions. So, Raheem Sterling, any end of those Reece James crosses, I can really see that happening. And let's be honest, he's been our best attacker. Him playing in here, I really do like. He's his natural position. They're my wing backs. And the centre forward and striker, I've gone with Kai Havertz and Aubameyang. Yes, I know it's the same, but Kai Havertz, let's be honest, I feel like this new position for him is his best position. I want to see it more. I want to see a run of games with him in the new position to see what it's like. I think this is perfect for him. Let's see how well he does. And Aubameyang, we got to get the best out of him. I know Brozier can be playing, which is very good because I heard Graham Potter loves Brozier. He's been training him very well, and when he looks at his stats and what he's like as a player, he really thinks Brozier will be his main man in the future. But Aubameyang, let's be honest, he is quite similar to Brozier, but a little bit more polished if you think about it. So once he gets a little bit more freshed up, he's not so rusty. I really see Aubameyang being a key player for Chelsea this season. So Aubameyang, Sterling and Kai Havertz in the main attacking areas, I think we'll be cooking this game. What do you guys think about my lineup? I think we'll be winning 3-1 with this lineup. That's my prediction. Tell me your prediction in the comments below. What do you guys think about my lineup? Do you see people like Ben Chilwell, Trevor Chalobah, Kante starting? And what do you think about our goalkeeping position? Do you see Kepa or Mendy starting here? Who do you guys prefer? Anyways, that's it from me. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.